14/6/25 de junho, né? 7h53, hoje é sábado. Vou jogar pouco. Eu sempre falo isso, né? Mas, enfim. Dessa vez, vamos ver. Vamos vendo. Vamos show. Tem que dormir. Lembrei onde eu tô. Tá.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror. This fan has 2 chain pull switches, or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world. The lights are on. The lights are off.
Pensei que tava ligado.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Arrastar-se.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come.
Oh!
And then sleep doesn't come.
Olha.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening. Maybe it's the bed's fault. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it? Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep.
Legal. Olha.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood? Do you remember your wife's hand on your face? Do you remember the warmth of her thighs between her legs and in her mouth? You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets, wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone. Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life? Oh no, Funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours? No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium. Everything. The pale and the useless. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. No, Harry. That's all you ever do, even in your dreams. And the actors wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed. Stinky boy. You're not coming back from shit, thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding? You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word game now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head. So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover. Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too, so soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork, barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Caramba.
Good going, buddy. Yes, wait till you see the one with the chick in it. It's gonna be a good one. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night. You don't know. Some broad that messed you up. It'll come to you. It always does.
Meu Deus do céu.
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think. It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. Don't do that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself. Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. Suit yourself. Slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark. This fan has 2, or has it been consigned there as punishment? The switch must be broken because the lights are on.
Dormi com o alicate na mão.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. The door is closed. Still nothing. This door can only...
Enfim, né? Bom dia. Olha, série nova. Bom dia.
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The union must have turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them. I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty. One loose thread less to worry about. and one big problem to replace it. I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. Men who drink beer for breakfast? There's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think that would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them.
Good. A power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first. Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right up.
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway,
Just a moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway.
The lady is distressed. Perhaps something more upbeat might cheer her up.
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working.
A faint smile tells you she appreciates the effort.
The Union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And to let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel. That's just it. This isn't
Elle est
like
mauvaise.
you have more important things to worry about. Oh dear. I'm not sure where to begin. Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eye...
It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world.
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has long...
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him. We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more. Some via dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering. We hit it off and, well, here...
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
I hope I've been useful. Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are, but they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them? There's a nameless old fishing village nearby, but we've never had any trouble.
I can't say it's the best part of town, but I wouldn't worry.
The lieutenant doesn't want to agitate the woman. Do it. Find her husband. This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect.
Are you sure we have time to go chasing after bug hunters just now? I did suggest we play it cool, but... Yes, but a junior officer could... Fine. Our victim's already been dead.
Oh, thank you, officers. Truly, I'll be right here if you come across any sign of Morel. Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist.
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize...
That's one opinion, yes.
She's used to playing off such insults casually.
My apologies, ma'am.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology. Well, searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless. And frankly...
She's completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own.
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't...
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
Of course, dear.
Sometimes the most charming thing you can do is be reasonable in your requests.
I suppose you could use a break and I could use a distraction.
One cryptid, like you said. One. This can't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza. We have things to do. And I don't.
Or he'll be disappointed in you. Ooh, tough choice there.
Yes, it's the kind green ape. Half war story, half undiscovered species in the genus. Yes, it was reported by soldiers in South Safra during the war. The kind green ape would visit bunker. Indeed, there is. It's our closest relative, which is to say the kind green ape is a species with which we share a common ancestor and that evolved parallel to our own, just like your partners.
I'm beginning to wonder if I should.
Please don't misunderstand me, either of you. I didn't mean to imply that Saelites are inferior to us. In many ways.
A tremendous evolutionary advantage, I'm sure. But perhaps we've had enough.
Of course, dear.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Then why are you wasting...
Tomates estão fatiados tão finamente que você pode ver através deles. Certo. Seguir dinheiro para pagar o aluguel. Alguém está usando o terminal B para contrabandear matéria-prima de drogas para dentro de Revachol. Joyce diz que existem turistas em cruzamento. Fale com eles. Um deles deve saber sobre o que acontece com o comércio de drogas. Separem dias. Lena quer saber o que aconteceu com o Morel. Vou partir para o sudoeste, para o outro lado do canal. Comece indo para lá.
Let me handle this. Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are?
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
Yes, extremely normal. I'm not a gardener, by the way.
Ah.
I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on...
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will...
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence.
So you were spying on us, and now you
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders. Let's. What are we going to do to you? The union isn't going to do anything.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But what you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you, like I already told you, I'm a
Que mulher chata.
Still here, stuck in this. Ah man, me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing this butt. Those days are behind me.
Just be straight with him.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed. Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with.
Pergunta pra aquela velha.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I?
Oh!
Who are you?
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the wary aspect of a cornered beast.
Then I don't suppose you could tell me where we are, Lowman. Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s. Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with the young people. I was on my way until you came along, that is. Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
She's just a distracted old woman.
So he doesn't think she's a smuggler.
You hear that, Lowman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Nothing. I just don't think she's...
He doesn't want your frail mind caught up in something here. Something unconnected to the case. But connected to this woman tuning out like that.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best camioners around. I drive routes no one else will. Lomonosov's Land, Udajnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain,
Eu gosto da voz dela.
the Transcatolia Magistral, you for 1A, Adestradas do Mirador, all the good ones, Irmao. I already am dust. Diamonds? Of course not. But wouldn't it be whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine? I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
Then it's contraband, Lowman. What? Do you want to take a...
Bad hand. Hermenegildos' bad hand. Strangled 300 people.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare. Yes, there is a protagonista.
Protagonista.
Adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary. The great unrest.
Then what were you getting at? Why would I want to do that? Loma, what in the name of God are you talking about? Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way. Just this month I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grat, in the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to... No, Loman, diamonds. Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here. Diamonds are good for you, Loman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Zoras. Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Or I can just relax and let my mind...
I think we're done here, no?
Yes, go. Enough jamboree.
Yes?
O carro sai da
Stuck
moita.
in the
for something on drugs? They are shit, man. I don't let you know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight. So they have to get us to...
There's Yorin. Take his side in this particular fight. He eyes you wearily. Understand? It didn't work. You should...
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. What do you think?
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved his country. We were having a good debate about genetics and the wheeling in rags. And some keep boys smashed his lock and took... Damn, since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to. It's a fucking travesty, is what it is. Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side. He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, just follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil.
Yes, yes.
Looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad. Sealang's usually a little bit south of here. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, alright? 100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess so.
Nem sei muito o que dizer, não. Tava só escolhi logo. Não sou.
Now it's turning into a...
Ah,
Now it's turning in... Nope. Don't smoke. Some of the other drivers do, though. You're still...
Yeah, nothing wrong.
You could also check the...
eu ainda não entendo esse mapa. Ele é meio confuso. Onde é que é o canal? Vou lá pro sul. Eu não fui ainda.
There are clothes inside.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester.
Economical but also trendy. Look first hand, buy second hand. Keep the economy moving.
No good.
Mano,
All you can come up with are some
não é
cheap-
possível!
You can tell they're too tight around the thighs and too
92, mano!
like hell. Like an itch pit in hell.
All natural materials, see? Real wool, 100% skin friendly. And they're yours for only 2 real.
Nossa, mano, que saco.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses
Ampliador
probably
ultravioleta.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool, UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
no luck. All you find is this lime-colored cellophane visor, produced by a bargain sportswear brand called Amphibian, apparently.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely...
Hey, at least it might actually offer some protection against the sun. Not like those cheap plastic shades.
I hope not.
You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. The name Sileng.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here. Everything's cool. The goods are cool. You're very cool.
You feel a twitch in your index fingers. There's a finger shootout brewing.
Bonitinho.
Don't shoot, officer. Have we got an arrest here or just a shakedown? Of course, I'll come quietly. But perhaps I could convince you to arrest some of my wares, officer. With your money, maybe?
Pistola de dedo, 9mm. Te prometer uma arma, isso é certo. Foi por isso que você se tornou um tira. Ainda assim, aqui estamos, vagando com mãos ociosas como qualquer perdedor desprezível das ruas. De repente você deveria estar resolvendo casos, falando com pessoas, tipo, como assim? Como eles irão acreditar que você pode se proteger, e a eles, do selvagem, sem uma arma de fogo? Isso não é certo, você precisa achar uma solução para esse problema. E você precisa instalar seus dedos para as pessoas enquanto faz isso.
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All revolution. Very sharp, officer. I'm Serais, from the Sigai province of the Serais Empire. The apricot suzerainty, you know?
The apricot suzerainty is what the Sigai archipelago is commonly known as in Revachol. It's a bit of a fraud term, I'm sure you understand.
No, apricots come from Sigai. My grandma used to grow them. But Sigai is a shithole. That's why I came to Revachol.
Nossa, traduziram shithole pra pardieiro.
Less laws. Speaking of, why not support an independent local entrepreneur? I send half my profits back to my grandma in Sigai. Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty drugs. That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my person. That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But, I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against...
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder, and he's an asshole.
Realizing he can't get out of it.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. No, I just forgot.
Tá.
It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole. Nothing. I told you.
And what?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
No use. He's not telling us. He's too afraid. We need to take him to my station and ask him there.
Okay, look. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up. It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her.
Interesting. Could this driver be connected to the Hardy Boys?
I don't know. I'm not local. I don't know anything about that. I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange.
A velha ali atrás, o doutor... Ah, sim.
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool?
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The rest?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos. All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase.
Pobre voz favorecida, dedurou a Dama-Motorista.
Both of you. You deserve it.
No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
Oh, okay. But why, officer? Ah, yes.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing it.
Sorry, detective.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them.
I can see you have a taste for luxury, officer.
A pair of found ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic.
Those sneakers, mister.
Ah!
Those sneakers are the latest found sneakers.
Only that's madness.
Você tá doido.
These once respectable speakers have been conquered.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here. No, don't pity them, officer. These are old Samaritan garbage. Don't even look at them. Check out these super cool, fun. No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk. No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale. Well, if you want, but see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, if on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for little
Meu
extra.
Deus.
50 cents?
Tá. Foi útil falar com ele. Foi completamente inútil, não. Luva sem dedos. Combinei com minha roupa. Acho que eu vou deixar. Se eu ganho o quê? Interação? Ah, deixa assim então, eletroquímica.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose-wised, this panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed Samaran butter sign in the way. You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against nothing happens. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the water lock to get across the canal. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Good morning to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the water lock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and a knife in his hand, this man resorts to physical intimidation only infrequently, if at all.
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
Eu faria o mesmo.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer? I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign.
The words Daredevil Driver sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything round here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then. Sure thing. Want some too, officer?
Why not?
It's supposed to operate the waterlock, but as noted, it's all junk right now. Disabled because of the blockage. Safety measure. Turns out the panel needs a special key to be reactivated. Wouldn't want anyone moving the waterlock with debris still in the channel. It'll be restarted on Wednesday morning. You want to do the honors when the time comes?
Quarta-feira de manhã.
Suit yourself. Just drop by on Wednesday if you want to see the waterlock work again.
The coast part of the map is inaccessible until the third day.
Ah, tá. Faz sentido.
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just...
Aqui que eu vou vender as coisas, provavelmente.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback. Others try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back. Yes, this sounds off. You shouldn't trust this guy. Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would murder.
Franco-Nigerian knight. I used to be very serious about these guys.
A long, long time ago. They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit
Roy
gaudy,
Ninja
but
Pássaro.
Children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols.
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. Maybe.
Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
Oh, that's the headless phone rider. There's been a lot of interest in that particular figurine.
He doesn't elaborate on these wrong hands.
I've heard about it. I've heard the headless phone rider rides a headless bull.
Yes, there are several competing versions of the story, but I believe the headless phone rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a Ford 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps. The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached.
700 real. A bargain, I dare say. Hey, I don't know where it came from, but it's not every day you get to buy and sell something so extraordinary. 700 real. The light has undergone 3 transformations, and every transformation, large or small, has a price tag. Well, there are the cost of removal. The most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago. It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well loved and well traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of one especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. But this is you. Gold and orange. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech. found sounds and music from a variety of genres, is the Harman Welshie W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm. It's not often that I see officers from the art. What can I do?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained.
Who are your customers?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travellers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me entertained.
He's well composed, but underneath it you sense psychedelic processes. Entertained. He might be high. If he is, on what? Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Parolidon. It's tough to come by on the street. A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
How would I know?
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting.
Parolidon is just something since the People's Power disaster. I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. Had to take it for radiation sickness.
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment and early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we... No one's.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too. The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forburg as I can. Still in the same city, but... I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Have you tried it before?
It's almost like he's worried for you. The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some of the... Go ahead then, he thinks. As long as you can walk straight, I don't care.
Here you go, man.
Yes, darling. That's the coalition government ordained Parolidon. Not so sure about this. Because it's an anti-radiation drug, and you're a cop, not a post-apocalyptic scavenger.
Of course. Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling? Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. A photic path, counter-radiance network. I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. Another time, perhaps. I doubt it. but I can try and answer any questions you may have. The corpse behind the hostel I show. I don't have a truck with a mounted platform or anything of that sort. Ask around the harbour. There might be some workers there who'd be willing to help. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colours.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
Of course. Sure thing. She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I thought, truth be told.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens.
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
In that case, she'll be happy to get a visit from us, if we can find her.
My apologies, officer, but I have no...
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Sure, man.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bayi, badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights. With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
Tipo de celebridade. Primeiro, vou deixar isso absolutamente claro. Ninguém está dizendo que você é uma celebridade de verdade no sentido groupies e cocaína, coberto com hepatite C, mantendo pose Leonesque com o microfone. Dá a palavra. Você não é Guillaume Lemillion ou David Lewis. Não. Você é uma celebridade metafórica. Você traz aquela autenticidade rock and roll e paixão para uma linha de trabalho que as pessoas não esperam ou querem vê-la. Onde alguns diriam, ela não pertence à aplicação da lei. Sabe de nada. Qual que era? Essa aqui é 6 horas. Tá doido. Fechei a reclusa na quarta-feira. Descobri quem é a motorista e onde está o caminhão dela. Acho que aqui dentro foi tudo, né?
Whoa. In your hand, Pyrrolidon, the double rainbow of synthetic hallucinogens, rare and gritty. What a funny little cat. Don't let the scary medical warnings throw you off. It's an inadequate antidote to radiation point. The container is warm to the touch. Or is that just the anticipation? You screw the lid open and look. A little slit on the side lets you just slurp. You suck a manly dose of the extremely chemical smelling liquid into your mouth. There, it seeps into your tongue. When you swallow, it's already almost all gone. It tastes like many things, all melted into one conflagration in the back of your throat. As you look around, the world slowly exists. As it, no, of course not really. It's just a metaphor. The effect of that other, this warmth, It makes you want to share your discovery with Kim. Already you can tell you're going to be slurping a lot more Perolidon. This stuff is going to give you...
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a Perolidon button. It gives +1 to Psyche skills. Empathy, suggestion, authority.
Legal. Certo.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. I don't want to talk about that. Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is. I did it, man. I told you, I was hoping it's not her.
He still is. Hoping. It's just wishful thinking of this part.
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name as a friend, an acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay? A youngish woman. Gruff.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Died.
Then she may have dyed it again.
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did...
We can't just let it go.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not...
It won't come to that. We won't...
I don't believe you. I just can't, man. I'm not naive. She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her. It's snitching, man. I know it. I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind. Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers.
He's right. There are other options. Push Tommy and it will break his heart and his spirit. Don't. Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need the info, son.
You're not gonna put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you? Because she's on the edge, man.
Imagine it. An explosion of stars. Goodbye.
Thank you, friend. Wow. This makes me feel like...
Ele tá fumando? Ah, eu vou perguntar se ele tem um cigarro agora.
Still here. Nope. Don't smoke. Some of the other drivers do, though.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that statement. You're sensitive.
You could also check the kiosk down...
O cara tá com cigarro na mão.
Looking for something, Aunt? I don't know what you're talking about. He did something. He stole his employer's goods, and they're not...
He's been expecting this. He's really puffed himself up.
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Evashel West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything. You're all bark and no bite. The real...
You mean La Puta Madre?
The name resounds like a bell in the air. A dark gong. You get a bad feeling about it. Looks like the lieutenant has a plan.
Yeah, him.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is. It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorryman and Carter's Guild.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. I've softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job. Be careful. This man's still got some fight in him, by the looks of it. It won't be easy to break him.
Ah, mano, tá de brincadeira, véi.
Jamais vu. Derealization. Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
Looking for something, Aunt? Come to tell me.
The main thing is to not overdo it, even when you're trying to scare someone. The most important thing is, how does it look on your resume?
Make me, runt.
Let's just go and ask Tommy, alright? We are wasting...
Tampinha!
Right to work! Right to... Things are busy enough. You're going to waste less of my time?
The hulking man oozes stuff.
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people. Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we...
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill. His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls held up by a belt. He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the innate silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
Hola, Wandering Man.
5 versas novas.
Your race descent has only worsened. I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called hardy boys are effeminate. The hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my
Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his... The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent. All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip.
Não, mano, vai se fuder, cara.
Oh God, wrong move. Your head is in his hand.
You know the words. I am... It must be neurodegenerative. You never learn.
Tá.
Just like that, the man is... All you hear is a... Don't wait. You've only got that fighting.
Mano, não é possível, cara. Vai se fuder esse jogo, mano.
With a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment,
Mano, esse jogo é uma piada.
to keep his head up, dazed eyes looking at you with unimaginable surprise. To your left is the button. As you slam your fist on the button,
Looks like you're the new measurehead now.
her voice is surprisingly calm.
No one is the new measurehead. It's not before he gets up.
Nossa, vai se fuder esse jogo, mano.
The man is still knocked out.
Ah, esse vai por baixo? Eu não sei como é que passa. Peraí. Aí, agora dá.
On second glance, someone has forgotten.
It's unfortunate for the Union to
Let's see what's inside. The drawer opens smoothly. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand and the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Coulon, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to. Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really... It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes. Special whirling borscht. Water Everart's plants. Sweep office floor. All items on the list have been crossed out and the note itself is crumpled.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs? Booze? Remember, Lee, all items on the list have been crossed out. The drawer slides shut.
Nó, aí sim, hein? La fume.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the rail. This is your cloak. You can feel it.
Yes, it does bear the RCM insignia, and we are the only detectives in the service cloak issued to you by your station? Yes, I do.
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips. I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours. That's what the cloak is relaying.
Fofo. Ué, bonito, hein? Ó. Não. Qual assunto? Nossa, graças a Deus.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh and Arrête are faded with use. It's Marsh. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Não tô gostando disso aqui não.
And with a surprisingly quiet, the harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose, moving this container, of course.
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
The crane does not return to its Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
You do? There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? It's a cargo container, Detective. We're not here to interact with...
You attempt to turn the handle. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions, with no reply.
Já está no mundo há 2 dias.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather. The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbons. Stale air floods through your nostrils. Not a single mote of dust floats inside your lungs, though. The inside of the booth is immaculate. The drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however, does hold some cheap painkillers. You take the painkillers. They are yours now.
Oh!
You stand and exit the booth.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and there's sparse content. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, René, is dressed in a Royal Carabinieri. René looks like he's about to smile.
Why did you take that picture of René? Of course you are. What murder investigation would be complete without an arbitrary photo collage?
Foto de casal foi isso. Use o botão interagir no inventário. Ah, aqui.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Frieza from the sides of his head. To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set. After rifling the pages with your thumb, the magazine is divided into several sections.
Ah, não. Muito texto, depois eu vejo. Deixa eu ver quanto tempo de vídeo que tá. 1h16. Eu acho que vou encerrar por aqui. Foi de boa hoje. Tô com sono. Hoje tá alguma coisa pra comer. Um beijinho aí. E até amanhã.